Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into the 10-star event Kizuna Clash versus the 6+ Magellan. And in today's video, we're focusing on utilizing Shiryu as a friend captain. Now, as you guys know, with these regular 10-star Kizunas, you really want to be maximizing your gains with the suicide strat and a Shiryu friend captain. And when you are doing your assists, you want to make sure that you're getting the most out of them to get to box 6 to pick up all the skulls for Magellan himself. So hopefully these teams help you guys out. We are utilizing Shiryu as a friend captain, but no other batch. We don't have Doll, we don't have Vasco shit, we don't have Shiryu on our teams. We're utilizing the teams that we use in our prep video, and we're going to see how they rock, see how they roll. But if you enjoyed the video, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. With that said, let's dive on in. Alright, so we're going to start off with the Dex variation, mix it up a little bit, start at the back, make our way through. Utilizing Blackbeard as a captain, Shiryu as a friend captain, that's the team, that's the support. Let's dive on in. Now, I know a lot of people struggle with support, so I have done my best to limit the amount of support options I have on these particular teams. I've done my best to, emphasis on my best. But with this particular team, we're using Momo as a support, and that's literally it. Now, powerhouse characters are the wave. Obviously, with Shiryu being a powerhouse booster, you really want to sort of build around powerhouse and slasher characters. But you do have access to Blackbeard, that most people should have summoned for or did pick up, because he is a super Sugo and a very powerful one at that. So we're utilizing Blackbeard as our captain for all these teams. That way we're just building up powerhouse builds. But on the second stage of this particular fight, Sadie's going to give us 3 turns of burn. She puts up a barrier and she gives us block orb. So what we're actually going to do on this particular fight, we're going to utilize the the versatility of Blackbeard, and then we're going to utilize the Blackbeard special because we actually get hit with special bind. So the Blackbeard special is going to be absolutely worthless to us on the final stage, so we may as well get the territory for 3 turns, keep it, and then carry it into the final stage. Finally, we're going to use the Sanji special. Sanji's going to allow us to remove the barrier. We have a Luffy on the team, so we actually get the barrier and the damage nullification removal. We can use the special twice with double special activation, and as you guys can see, we now have HP guard, which means that we don't have to worry about that pesky burn. So if you don't have Lucci 6+, you can completely replace him with any other basically orb booster character. He's really good though, because he has the ability to give you a base stat boost as well, so it should be pretty nice. Now, because you're using Blackbeard as a captain, you're HP cutting yourself to the absolute wazoo. It means we get the auto proc of Shiryu, which means this team is actually going to do plenty of damage, which is really, really good. We now get the set target ability. We have to deal with threshold defense up, and we have to deal with what else do we have to just deal with this particular fight? Resilience. Is that it? I feel like there's meant to be more here, but look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. First and foremost, we're going to slap on the Luffy special first. Luffy's going to give us an attack boost. We need to make sure we use that Luffy special first for the attack boost, so that way we get access to Momo and the end of turn damage to bypass the resilience. Now, if you remove the defense up, like we're about to do right now with Lucci, Lucci is going to give us base stats and orb buff, but if you remove the defense up, you are going to have to deal with an attack down below a certain chain. Now, this attack down is only if you're below a 3x chain lock. Literally, just with Shiryu, you're going to get access to a 1.8 chain boost, so it's really not going to be that big of an issue regardless. We're going to super swap with Kid Killer. That's going to increase that orb buff. We can then utilize the Kid Killer special to give us a buffed chain boundary, and then we can utilize Shiryu to give us a chain boost and increased damage taken and all that fun stuff there too. So as you can see, we should have plenty of damage here. Unfortunately, you could probably replace Kid Killer with another Blackbeard Pirate if you really want to, so that way you're getting access to the Super Tandem, because then you can basically just finish it off with Blackbeard and hit that rush and just go absolutely crazy. But as you guys will see here, it's very early days, and we won't even really need to worry about that. So that's the Dex variation. Works out very, very easily, very, very nicely. All you're going to need really is that Momo support, but as I mentioned, you could probably replace Kid Killer with another character that is going to give you either a chain boundary and end of turn damage, but make sure it obviously is powerhouse as well. So yeah, on to the next fight. All right, moving on to the quick variation, we're utilizing Luffy once again as our captain, and then we have Blackbeard as a sub. That's the team. We have one support once again with Sanji. Let's dive on in. Now, Sanji, he's actually purchasable from the metal exchange shop. If you head over to the summon banner, there's a metal exchange shop. Pick him up for 100 gems, for 100 medals. Honestly, you're eventually going to pick him up in the rare recruit batch anyway, but if you guys are really struggling and need some sport options, he's over there. Otherwise, any character that is going to remove 2 turns of paralysis, you're going to be absolutely fine. Like, there should be a plethora of characters that can remove that. Now, make sure you guys are using the captain action. Something I forgot to mention in the previous fight too. Make sure you guys are using the captain action on turn 1. Shiryu stays as the invisible state for 5 turns. So make sure you guys are utilizing that turn 1. So that way you can basically bypass all the nasty stuff that happens on turn 2. Now, with this particular fight, Sadie gives you captain swap to your middle right. So you make sure Blackbeard is in the middle right slot. Very, very important that you guys do that. First of all, we're going to use Arlong here. Arlong's going to set defense to 0, so we don't have to worry about the defense up. And then, stereotypically, we would have stun here. But, like, we don't have to worry about the stun. As you can see, Blackbeard is now doing his thing, bringing us very, very low. We can then use his verse ability, so that way we cut our HP even more. And now, once we use another special on the final stage, we're going to get that HP guard. But as you can see, we have base stats. We have a chain boost with Blackbeard too. And with that, we're pretty much good to go with literally just killing Sadie here. So, we'll tap with... I'll say we'll tap with Shiryu. Probably should tap with Shiryu second, but we have plenty of damage there. Like, as you guys can see, like, it's a non-issue, to be honest. We actually get special binded there, so utilizing the Blackbeard special on that turn is definitely the play. Totally spaced on the fact that we're going to want to utilize that. Shiryu's going to auto proc, so that way we can actually get a set target ability. He also removes poison, but that doesn't really matter for this particular fight. Then we can utilize Luffy. Now, Luffy's going to give us an attack boost, and then he's going to activate the HP guard from Blackbeard, I believe. And he gives us the bind removal, which is really, really good. And then we can utilize Shiryu once again. We can use Big Mom for a double conditional buff, and then we can utilize Kaido for an orb buff, as well as that second condition for increased damage taken. Now, something that I glossed over here is once we get past level 30, we are going to basically need some different orb manipulation. There is a support that you can put on Luffy that will give the left-hand column, which is the V1 boa support. It'll actually give the left-hand column matching orbs. And then you can basically utilize, I don't know, a support on Arlong or move Arlong across and use Hawkins support, I believe, is actually really good too. The Legend Hawkins you can utilize on, what's his name? On Kaido. That's going to make it Jason orbs matching. Just something that basically won't give you int orbs. As after level 30, you're going to get a 90% attack down when you are utilizing int Sai or Wano slots. So just be mindful of that. Again, you probably won't see past level 30, but look, it's something I wanted to mention. The final variation is the int variation, and once again, we're using Blackbeard as captain. Shiryu is our friend captain. That's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, you can use any Luffy you like on Sanji. It doesn't have to be the Luffy you see in the video. You can literally use any Luffy at all. As long as you have a Luffy on Sanji, you will get access to his damage nullification removal. That's basically the big reason we have Sanji on this particular team. As for Ace, he's actually replaceable with something like Olin that you saw in the previous team with the Sweet General support. Or you could actually slap on the Sabo support on Ace if you guys have Ace. You could actually pretty much run in Luffy there if you really want to with the Sabo support or any other way of getting around some special bind. Now, I totally forgot to use the captain action. Always make sure you use the captain action of Shiryu on turn 1. I do want to be very clear with that. It can stuff up a couple runs. It's a bit annoying with these particular units. Like, it's going to make things a little bit harder. But what you can do with this particular variation is you can actually utilize Shiryu on turn... What's it called? On turn 2, because then you can go through the damage nullification that way. But Ace doesn't actually get cooldowns. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, you definitely want to replace him with like Olin. Oh, does Olin? I don't think Olin gets cooldowns either. Interesting stuff. Well, I guess we just rock it and we roll it, right? You're basically just using Ace here for that support of Marco and Vista anyway, so that's basically the wave. We're going to utilize Shiryu on this particular turn. He's going to actually remove the poison slots. We remove the resilience with the versatility of Blackbeard, and as you guys can see, we're going to get below 50% HP with all of that as well, and then we can basically just kill here, no problems at all. Lovely stuff. But the real reason that we want, like I said, we want Ace here is because we need some special bind removal. You get 8 turns of special bind removal, special bind on your captains. You also get poison on the final stage too, and you get 2 turns of special reverse. So Alba's great here because Alba is going to take care of pretty much all of the special binds, but he does need a little bit more help. He does give the team 2 turns of cooldowns as well, so that's another big reason why he's very good here. Unfortunately, you don't get any of these, the rest of your shenaniganry, but look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. After that, we're going to use the Blackbeard special to put up a territory, as well as give us a 2-turn attack boost, which because he can extend that. You will get a 1.1 times attack boost later down the line, but you can obviously increase that with Blackbeard too, which works great. We're going to use Kaido for an orb buff, and then with that, we're pretty much good. I think we're fine. Beautiful. Yeah, so you can only do 90% damage with the limiter. Once we've done that, we can finish it off with, you do get a 99% HP cut on the next turn, which will auto-proc Shiryu, giving us a set target ability. And then we can utilize the double special Sanji to remove the damage nullification. Now, like I said, you can use Shiryu to bypass this damage null, but eventually that's going to run out, and you're not going to be able to do that too much more. So I would highly recommend bringing someone to bypass that. But as you guys can see here, things work fairly nicely. Hopefully you guys helps you guys out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, but like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!